Rangers Dino Fury is back and is exclusive streaming rights on Netflix. Man, I cannot believe I'm saying this. I cannot believe I'm saying this. And I, just so happy to be back in this particular season, which has been so good and been giving us all the cameo love of all the Power Rangers. As you know, I mean, a lot of this Power Ranger stuff is already, all filmed in New Zealand, and of course, restrictions stuff like that. But I'm just glad that Netflix is the one because like the streaming for this has been crazy. But we're back with part two of this. Don't want to give any spoilers away. Just want to give you some highlights and some insight as to what you're gonna get into the rest of the half of the season. As you already know, your boy Zayto, been looking for Rafkon. In the last series, in the last half of this series, and I'm gonna say, I mean, like you definitely get a really good conclusion to this second season in Dino Fury with this, and we already had the additional of our Gold Ranger, and like I said, we in this season, we get Lord Zed, which is not a spoiler because if you've seen the trailer, we bring Lord Zed back. Because apparently nobody dies in Power Rangers, right? Like nobody officially dies. They always find a way back. So, Zord Zed comes back and we're able to get a big epic showdown with that. On top of that, we had the whole crossover with Jason, the Red Ranger in the previous, because, we always got to bring back a previous Ranger from the last one. Luckily it's not Tommy, because Tommy can't be the guest Ranger in every episode, right? But I thought this was a really, really good thing. Some of the, of course, the B stories, I feel like the B stories and this always are like, it's shows made for kids. I can't be mad about that, but like sometimes they're just a little too corny. And it's back in the times where like I felt like Power Rangers was kind of growing with the audience, comparing it to like Super Sentai, where Super Sentai at one point was kind of a little bit more mature theme. Still for kids, but like it's mature themes, and it's gone back to that a little bit. It's kind of gone back and forth. And just jumping back into like where Dino Fury has jumped out into like previous iterations of Rangers, where like the tone of the show has been completely different. And I mean, this is obviously I'm glad that Hasbro has brought this back, and they've completely, Saban has done away with the whole super gimmick that they were doing for like the second season, which is typically like the power-ups or anything that they were doing for the show. But like I said, this second season really closed it, or the second half of the second season really closed it well. And I really feel like you really see more of the team come together on this, like, because a lot of the episodes are more the team, everybody has like an individual episode, and then it's kind of like the monster of the week, feel. And then some of the episodes are like really trying to build like the character development, and a lot of it for a lot of the individual Rangers or some of the peripheral characters that's on the show. But like I said, they did a lot of the stunt choreography, which I think was really on point. I gotta give them credit for that. The stunt work, and this is work now that they're pretty much, for the most part, shooting a video, original video footage. And I mean, you rarely see anything that's taken from Ryu Soldier, which is the Super Sentai iteration of Dino Fury. And they do, like I said, they do a really good job of that. Even like the outer suit actors themselves, like I think they do a really good job with the stunt work, and like the jumping, the kicking, stuff like that. Because of course, your background has to have some type of gymnastics or martial arts to be like a ranger in the show. But I think they do a really good job of that. The second season, like I said, it has a lot of cameo appearances, and then, like I said, I already said Lord Zed. I don't want to give away too much more, but they give you a lot more of that, and a lot of the guest star morphing, which I felt like was a lot. I felt like that was a really like one of the good points of like the older iterations of Rangers. And one thing that Super Sentai does do a lot of is they do bring in the previous iteration, and they do crossovers, and they have the movies. I'm hoping that we get to that point, or it's not really a spoiler, but like they've already announced where kind of the Dino Fury Rangers are gonna go. And I don't want to spoil that here, but like I said, like I think they're gonna start doing a little bit more, getting back to that Mighty Morphin era, of Power Rangers where we start to see a little bit more of the same Rangers, or we start to see more crossovers, because like for a while now it's kind of just been one and done. There was no kind of connection to any previous, even though they do mention the Morphin Grid a lot now. I feel like the Morphin Grid has been like the base of the conversation since probably Beast Morphers. Beast Morphers really like hits into it. Like Beast Morphers gets into the Morphin Grid a lot, and especially this series and Ninja Steel, because Ninja Steel they talk into the Morphin Grid too. Like I said, I'm just happy that Netflix is doing something with the property. I'm happy as a fan myself to be able to have access to this level of goodness that is Power Rangers. I'm happy to see this on the streaming platform. Like I said, it's without giving away any spoilers whatsoever, because I want you guys to watch this next episode. Believe me, it's worth the entire the last 13 episodes that you're gonna get September 20th when this is supposed to drop. Like I said, if you had any doubts about Dino Fury, I wish the toys were a little better, but that's completely nothing to do with this review. But like I said, I think you do see a lot of closure when it comes to a lot of the characters in their storylines in this episode, which I felt like Beast Morphers did not do a really good job of. They didn't close off a lot of the holes with some of the people's stories. But I think, like I said, you're definitely going to enjoy the choreography, the fight work, a lot of the visuals here. I think they do a really good job with the Zords in this episode, these last couple episodes, and just the camaraderie of the team itself, the ensemble cast that is this Dino Fury. You can tell everybody on set is having a really good time, and that they legitimately want to be there. I think that's one of the things I really like about Power Rangers, that people do want that job. You know what I mean? Like it's a really good stepping point, and especially as a young actor, to be able to have secure work and have fun with it. Like I said, you're doing it for kids. You're pretty much, what's the word I'm thinking of? You're solidified in time. You're as a ranger, you get toys and everything that's going forward. But like I said, it's a really good. This has been a really good season, a really good show. This particular series of Dino Fury. I knew I wanted to watch this as soon as Ryu Soldier was over. And like I said, I just kind of waiting to see, with Tim Carey, the lead character plays Zayto. I think his name is Tim Carey. It is Tim Carey, but he does a really good job playing the lead ranger, and I feel like the lead ranger kind of sets the tone for the show. But this series also changes a lot of like the precedents of the Power Rangers as a whole, with Izzy, removing the dress, and certain characters playing certain roles. They change a lot of that up here. But like I said, if you're a big Power Rangers fan and you're looking for a good, of course, a good review here. Like I said, it was good. It was definitely worth the watch. I don't want to spoil any more surprises for you that's outside that trailer. But keep doing what we're doing, man. Hasbro, keep giving us, the goodness of Power Rangers. We can keep this going another 25, 30 years, man. As long as Super Sentai exists, as soon as that Tokusatsu, like that whole franchise is, I think we can do something good here. And really get Power Rangers back to where it needs to be. Maybe, like, and when I say that, I mean back to the movies. We can get back that movie again that since we lost it at the 2018. But like I said, the Dino Fury cast is great. I really love the ensemble cast, the chemistry between everybody there. I'm hoping to see more, and maybe they'll start doing crossovers in the next series. Who knows? But this was definitely worth the watch. I'm glad Netflix has it, for everybody to watch. Definitely check it out. Netflix should be dropping September 20th. Dino Fury Part 2, last 13 episodes. Thanks for listening to my review, guys. See you.
Big Gold Bell.